Merry Christmas, everybody! It's 79 degrees and sunny in Los Angeles. Merry Christmas. This is it, folks. We're getting into the big stuff. These are the big ones. Today I'm going to talk about a movie that frickin' everybody won't shut up about this time of year. Elf with James Caan. The guy from Michael Mann's Thief playing Will Ferrell's daddy. It's a living. So it sounds like I'm gonna be really mean about Elf, but actually I really like this movie. I'm just like everybody else. I'm just like all you sheep who watch this movie every stinking Christmas. I'll explain the plot for the two of you who haven't seen this movie. So Will Ferrell is a human person who has been raised by elves at the North Pole and then grows up to be really tall Will Ferrell and realizes that he's not a human. No, that's not right. And realizes that he's not an elf, he is a human. So he travels to New York City and meets Zooey Deschanel and hangs out with James Caan, and you basically have an hour and a half of Will Ferrell acting ridiculous in a funny outfit. And if this movie had been made with like any other actor, it probably wouldn't have been nearly as good, but Will Ferrell really makes this movie. I'm sure some people find him annoying, but just his joy and enthusiasm over Christmas and life is just really fun to watch. Since National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, this is probably one of the most quoted Christmas movies ever. Trying to think of some quotes from it now, and my mind just went blah. Not now, Arctic Puppets! What really brings me back to this movie every year, though, is that it's just so Christmas. And it takes place in New York, one of the best places to set a Christmas movie ever. It's got snowball fights, it's got Santa, it's got Christmas music, it's just got everything. It's also directed by Jon Favreau, who did Iron Man and Chef. So he's got some range. Also, I think my favorite person in this movie is Bob Newhart as Buddy's elf father. He just plays it completely straight-faced and is just so... He's just Bob Newhart, and it's just... I think he's great in this. That and a pre-Game of Thrones Peter Dinklage, but still awesome Peter Dinklage. I kind of feel like this movie has a little too much exposure, but that's just kind of my perspective. I'm sure a lot of people felt that way about Home Alone and A Christmas Story. Because I'm sure for younger generations, kids who were like young when this movie came out and are now a little bit older, this is their Home Alone, this is their A Christmas Story. If I had been younger when this movie came out, it probably would be in like my top 5. But as it is, it's kind of somewhere in the middle. Commentary by Will Ferrell. Well, that I gotta watch. There actually is a funny behind-the-scenes bit in this where they're like trying to film a take, and so there's like some crew members kind of being loud in the background. Jon Favreau is kind of irritated, and he just goes, "Hey guys, come on, quiet on the set, come on." I was like, why was that in the EPK for Elf on the Blu-ray? That seems odd. It's like for a split second, the making of Elf almost turned into Heart of Darkness. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.